Hey everybody, so look on the screen. On the screen, we have the one and only Mr. Harold William Sears. Unbelievable. So basically, the mother is in a rental property. He's in and out. As you may have heard on Part A, he just got out of jail. So he's in and out the home. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder if he's employed. So she's in a rental property, and he has allegedly what? Broke the stove, punched the stove. Why so angry? Angry Bird. So Angry Bird has punched the stove. It broke. Now she wants him out the house. Obviously, he won't leave, because if he was going to do the right thing and just leave, and go where? He's probably burned every possible bridge. So then she calls the police. Then, as you can see, she's talking about she wants to press charges. Here's the thing about it. Back to the stove issue. So the stove is broke. If I were her, you might have to go buy you a new stove and put that one in the garage, or you might want to buy you a new stove, because when you call the landlord, and a lot of times people don't think that way, go ahead and call the landlord and explain what happened. I had my son over here and he don't stay here. Huh? Is he on the lease? That could void your lease right there. Given his character, what we've seen in Part A, he's not going to more than likely pass the background check. This is how some black women end up being evicted, but we don't want to talk about that. You see, the poverty D is really not good for them, but hey, what do I know? This is how a lot of black women can end up getting evicted. This right here on the screen. He just comes and goes, but is he on the lease? Oh, but he has access to the property. So she may not want to go ahead and call the landlord, because the fact that he's not on the lease, he's there. A police call has been made. There's a report of an incident. And now the landlord's supposed to go what? Because he punched the stove, he's supposed to go ahead and go buy a whole new stove. A couple of $100 plus the delivery fee. Don't be surprised if she does that if the lease is not renewed. Don't be surprised. Now the landlord's going to be out of a couple $100 because he got mad and he punched the stove. Better hope that the neighbors don't have the landlord's phone number, because I've experienced that. And then they'll, hey, just so you know, they had a party and it was really, not really, huh? I've gotten a call from the police. Being a landlord, excuse me? Are you the owner of this property? Yes. Wow. So she better hope that doesn't happen, because if it does, then the landlord may decide, you know what? This lady's not a good renter. Well, it's not me, it's my son. It doesn't matter. That's your son. He has access to you, therefore access to the property. This is how a lot of black women will end up getting evicted. Then I can't find no place. You're going to end up homeless because of your son. But this behavior is tolerated all the time in the BC, but not from the daughters. Oh, they in the BC, from what I've seen and heard, they are very quick. They will put a daughter out with a quickness. This is my house. Oh, when it comes to that son. And don't forget, she also mentioned that he pushed her, resulting in her having stitches. And guess what? She didn't call the police. See, I keep telling you, they are the dust buckets in the BC. They are the princess. You can't do that to the princess. Of course not. He's relaxing, having tea and crumpets. Are you cutting me? No way. You would not call the Bobby. And they call the Bobby, the police over there. You call the Bobby on Cletus? How dare you do that to him? You cannot. Okay, just go to the hospital, get those stitches, and you sit your butt down. How dare you call him Cletus? And then he back in the house. The fact that he pushed her resulted in stitches, he should have never been able to come back. But hey, Black Queen Mama, not my son. This is how a lot of them will be able to renew a lease. Now you got to call on Zaddy. Everything.
Come on, he got to leave here. I can't. I rent from this woman. You know, he literally broke my stove. Look, I was going there. Look, he told me, you ain't my mama, bitch. I'm gonna kill you, hoe. What?
Oh. So you got to call on Zaddy like he's his daddy. Like, let me get your father on the phone. You ever get in trouble as a kid? And I heard my mom say that you do something, and she's like, when your father gets home, we already know. Which I was glad, because my dad is real lenient, you know. It has to be really major. So, you know, he might give you a little talking to. It's got to be really major. So when she would say that, once your father get home, you know, I kept a straight face. I was like, yay. Because he, you know, he'll give you a talking to. It's gonna have to be really, really major. And then she's be like, you let those kids off too light. Okay? So you're literally having to call Zaddy as if Zaddy is his daddy. Lady, the landlord probably won't. And don't forget, oh, they also found drug paraphernalia in the property. Let's get to it.
Where my mama at? What the hell? I am your mama.
He's called her the B word and ho ho ho. And I don't mean it Merry Christmas. And don't forget, she even said he said he would kill her. But you're going to still let him in. I get it. I got it. He threatened to kill you. And you still let him in. And then you wonder why these things happen. Well, I didn't think she was going to really do it. Listen, I mean, seriously, what more do you need? But this behavior is never, ever tolerated from a black woman. Oh, you better not. You gonna do what? Oh, that's my house. Uh-huh. But when it comes to the C, the poverty, D.
I'm a bitch. I'm gonna kill you, hoe. Where my mama at? What the hell? I am your mama.
And look, you're so stupid on this stuff to my where my mama at, and she's standing right in front of him. So dumb.
Where's he at? He in the house. He literally broke up the stove, man. Okay. Punched it. The top of it, look. Okay. He got to leave. I can't keep going through this shit every night.
So you keep on going through it and keep on letting Cletus back in. There's no excuse. They get chance after chance after chance. That's why I keep telling you, they don't have it as hard as you think, not as black women, because no matter what they do, mess up, screw up, unemployment, get fired from the job, become violent, they can even attack the mother again. No matter what they do, they can come back to the community with open arms, you see. Come on, Mr. Sears. Have a seat, sir. Tea and crumpets, anyone? It's crazy. This is insanity. So I guess it'll stop when he makes good on the threat of her being unalive. That might be when it stops, because I know Black Queen Mama, he's going to get time and time and time, chance after chance after chance.
You have to evict him. He temporarily stay here. You be back and forth, but you can't just definitely don't want stuff like that.
Does the landlord know he temporarily stay there? They're right there. Not notifying the landlord could end her lease. Hey, but what do I know? Let's continue.
I'm scared for myself. He gonna try to fuck me. So what is fucking mama? You and my mama.
She just said she's scared for herself. He's gonna try and hurt her. Lady, you already said he pushed you and you got stitches and you didn't even report it. He pushed her. She had to go to the hospital and she didn't report it. And now I'm scared. You should have. What more do you need? This should be the end. A TRO. I don't care if he comes knocking. And with this kind, you can't have a gun in the house. He might get the gun and get you with your own gun. Cursing at her. Woo! That is your son.
Yeah, he literally broke his punches. I went to the hospital to get the stitches. Took that one. Pushing me. You got done about that. I'll call you back. I'm gonna show them. That's crazy, man. I rent. This is not my stove. He literally broke that one, the stove.
Oh boy.
This is crazy. Punch the fucking stove, man. Oh. I got run from my own house. I'm scared to even stay here with him. I ain't never seen him like this.
She's scared. It's getting worse and worse. As a little kid say, worse and worse. Now you're afraid to stay in your own house. All this drama. The neighbors can see it. Again, she better hope they don't have the phone number to that landlord. Lady, this might you might have to find you a new place to live, especially with the price of high rent. All because of Mr. Sears, y'all. You might have to find you a new dress pretty soon. And don't forget, he tried to put the dress.
I had stitches one time. I let that go. I didn't report that.
See?
About to hit me. Y'all ready to push me? I had stitches one time. I let that go. I didn't report that.
It's slowly building up. Had stitches. That's the BC. When they abuse women, and here's the thing about people say, oh, but see, the whole thing is this here. When they abuse women, it can be the baby mother. They can abuse a young black woman. You see what she said? This is part of the culture that we have to correct. And we can't correct it without having a conversation, acknowledging it, discussing it, and then guess what? Things that we're going to do to bypass this. It's not acceptable. So she didn't report the stitches. Stitches now. Didn't report that. So whatever they do, again, they're the princes. You don't report them. Black woman, you just take your licks and take your stitches and you just keep on moving. Why not? His mama did it. So what makes you better than she? You are not better than Big Mama, who's sitting down to have tea and crumpets with her dusty son. Crazy.
I'm not going to say this like this. I can't.
Music still going. Music still going. And she's asked him to turn it off. Okay?
What you talking about? Let him in for what? Let him in for what? No, I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. I ain't your hoe. I ain't no bitch. I ain't do nothing, man. I'm outside.
Hold on. And what he's trying to do, as they said, come outside, he's trying to like leave.
Come outside. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. What's up for the table? On the ground. Get on the ground, Harold. What I did.
What I did. Now they're going to find some drugs on him, and you're going to hear him try to blame it on his mother and say he wants to press, that he's lying and said that he called the cops and he wants to press charges on his own mother. So keep in mind, she's been pushed. She got stitches. He's told her he's going to kill her, call her B-H-O-E. Now he's saying he wants to press charge. What? I mean, at this point, I can't have any sympathy. Now he wants to press charges on his own mother and try to put the drugs on her. Remember when Mendici, when he was trying to do that pharmaceutical sales streetwise, and they won, I guess, like collateral, and he showed, I mean, it's not funny. He gave his mama address. It sounds like a joke. Gave his mother's address. Oh, she stayed right there. So in case something go wrong, get T. Jones. He gave his mom's address. Dude, maybe give a stranger. I mean, it sounds like a joke, but this is the reality. You gave your mom's address to some. Oh gosh, you got. It's like, who does this? But we're gonna stick beside him. So out of all of that. And he wants to press charges, and he's trying to say that the drugs belong to his mom.
What y'all doing in the house for? What I did? Your mom let us in. What she let y'all in for? Sit up there. What did you put in? So you finna press charges on me? Hello? So you finna press charges on me?
Yep. He's saying, so basically you heard it in the first video. He's saying, because he's still got that old crazy music going on. He's saying that he wants to press charges. He's saying he wants to press charges on his own mother. When black women gonna get enough of this nonsense? Your lives would be so much peaceful without it. But see, I think we are addicted to the drama, addicted to the idiosyncratic behavior, the degeneracy. That's part of the community. And you don't give up on your son. Oh, you can't. I done prayed for him, y'all. You don't give up on your son. But you know what? They can easily give up on their daughters. And that's why these men, when they get out to society, they cannot maneuver in the dominant society with the majority. They can't, because they have been catered to. They can easily check out, and it's okay. But a black woman, you got to keep on going. You got to keep on going. Maybe your dad said you were a princess, but no, you're not. You got to keep on going. He was on her saying, I'm not going to jail. Oh, I'm not going to jail. And he did go. And in jail, that's what his birthday is. Oh, I don't know.
I ain't do nothing. I don't got nothing on me. You're not finna see my ass cheeks. That's what you're not gonna do now.
And then he's telling the cops, you're not gonna. First of all, you've been arrested before, okay? You've been arrested before, so you know they're gonna go ahead and search you. Then he's telling the cops they're not gonna R-word me, or that may happen in that cell. But even if that's happening, you're obviously doing something, so maybe that's what you like, because you keep on getting in trouble. When the mothers have him leave, he just should have left. But no, he just sat down in her sofa in her dwelling and had that music playing, just chilling, and then you can't arrest me because I called you guys just crazy and dumb. He doesn't look too bright as it is. And see, this is the kind of behavior when someone like me comes along and speaks differently in others. We're the bad women. How dare you show that? Well, how dare they keep on doing this? A lot of our people don't like freedom of speech. Oh no, they want to pretend like everything is fine. Newsflash, it's no secrets. Everybody already knows about Cletus and Lil T. Everybody already knows that, and we think we're fooling someone. Again, why do you think they're safe in this community? He pushed her, resulting in stitches, and what? She didn't even report that. So when she went to the hospital, I wonder what she said to them. Did she lie and say, "Oh, I fell down. Yeah, you know what? I was at home. I was reading this book, and I just couldn't put it down. And I tripped over something. And I hit my head. That's what happened. Yeah, I tripped while I was jogging. Didn't see something in the road. That's what happened. I was taking my evening walk in the neighborhood, and I fell." She probably didn't tell them, obviously, that her son did it because she said she didn't report it. So they would typically ask you about how did you sustain that injury. Let me guess. Did she lie? Tell maybe an untruth? Maybe she didn't recall anything to protect this on the screen. Welcome to the BC. And then you wonder why these younger ones, accepting the abuse, they get it from their mama. Because their mama accepted it from their daddy. And now abuse from the children. Think how stupid. She's called the cops and he's still just sitting in there jamming. Didn't have common sense to go ahead and just leave and say, hey, you know what? He's already gone. Then they would leave. No, this is how stupid they are. Didn't have sense enough. He would have been better off just leaving and going to a homeless shelter. But that's not, that right there, I feel for the women and children. So dumb, he just sat there on the sofa, knowing he should have left. They asked about the stove. And then he's like, why are they worried about that? Fool is so dumb, already handcuffed and talking about, let me sit down. Why would they let you sit down and handcuffed? Well, I'm not. And then he was saying he wasn't going to jail. Well, he went. He went. This kind of behavior, it is nothing new. That's why I don't feel sorry for them. They have all opportunities that black women do not have. Because the black woman, you already know, you're going to have to get out there and get it. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get out there and get it, and you are not a princess. Well, if that one job ain't enough, you're going to need two. And don't be surprised, I hope not for her, that she have to leave and, hey, Melinda, Keisha, Shawanda, Betty, I done tried. I like you, this boy done tried. So, yeah, and it's not working. So just kind of give up and go live your life. Oh, I can't give up on my son. I would not be surprised if she has to knock on her daughter's door. And I think it's two young girls that stood up, adult ladies. Then they let mama in. Then he gets out and he starts crying. I kid you not. This sounds crazy. Don't be surprised that I hope she doesn't lose her lease, but that is a possibility that could happen. Okay, that can happen, and If that happens, she'll pop and can't find a lease that's affordable. Go with her daughters. Do not be surprised. They'll go ahead and let Big Mama in with shit we can't have on the street, which I understand. But don't be surprised after y'all put her things in storage until she can find something and get that off her record. Next thing you know, he may get out of jail. Little Sears may get out of jail. Harold William Sears may get out of jail. And then next thing you know, the young girls come home from work, and guess what? You come in your house. What is he doing here? The one that's the reason the mom is evicted. And he'll be sitting up in her. Well, listen, he ain't got nowhere to go. We as a family. Let him just sleep on the sofa, and then all the hell start all over again. This is very common in the BC. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said sometimes you gotta cut them off. Don't mean you don't love him, but what you're not gonna do is bring my life down, bring all this drama and stress. Then you might look up, he might get into it with the neighbors. Another police call. Then he might come home, he done beat the mom or something. Then let him stay a few nights till they get it. He gonna try to get a job down there at the Piggly Wiggly, and they're gonna try to see if they can hire him. They're gonna see that he's crazy. And then you look up, it's been a whole week, been 2 weeks. He been there for a while now. Next thing you know, you got to go ahead and call the cops too. He might break your stove with something else. Now you want to go ahead and call that landlord. You try to tell him, hey, I don't care what mom says, you're going to have to really, really go. He might then start destroying your property. Then here comes a police call. Then the landlord find out. Then what may happen to them? Oh, jeepers. You may have to go too. All because what? This right here. All the damage, all because of this right here on this screen. All because of this. Welcome to the BC. So you want to talk about black women being evicted? Yeah. This right here can cause an eviction. Oh, trust me, I know. Done it myself. She comes in, just she and her baby. You told me you had one kid. The neighbor's telling me you got four, and they see what, and you turn up. I was like, why you want a house this size? And they start begging. I feel for don't let him in. No. Then the next thing you know, he comes along. He sees a black woman. He sees you in business. Oh, so he think he gonna run a gang. Oh yeah, we gonna go ahead and cause a whole bunch of problems. That is so funny. That is interesting. He gonna cause a whole bunch of problems and gonna try to get the rent knocked down, not knowing the dumb boyfriend had already told the neighbor, and the neighbor has caught up and told me that hey, she doesn't like to pay rent, so around rent time, try to find something wrong. And guess that's exactly what happened. So I had enough of it. Sure, yeah, I had enough. And that right there, all the plumbing problems. What the hell is this here? This bathroom is new. Everything in the bathroom is new. What is this? Toys. $400. A toy stuck in. How does toy get into the bathroom, the toilet? I don't have no kids back here. Then you must have done it. Maybe the neighbor's right when he said, hey, she's turning the house into a daycare because every morning a vehicle of kids comes over here and gets dropped off. That explains everything. So that right there, oh yeah, she's going to try to pull a game, me as a black woman. She got her dust bucket, pop up over there. Who the hell is this? How many Negroes is staying here? Same thing with trailer park trash. Who is this? Is it a party? And is Mima collecting money at the front door? What's going on? So that right there, yeah, we're going to, I solved the problem. Eviction. What me and my kids gonna do? We're gonna be up under that bridge. Eviction. It's not worth it. Very destructive. So yeah, so why some black women are being evicted is this right here. That's one reason. From carrying a seed of poverty D, then look up, you give birth. Guess what? You gotta raise this. Don't forget it's 50-50. 50% mama and the daddy. I wonder where's his father. Maybe he's busy being a rocket scientist. Where's his dad at? Why can't he go there? Check out the video I did yesterday. The only issue is that, oh, he was raised by a single parent. Yeah, but science says this right here is a 50-50. Here's the outcome, 50-50. 50% of the mother and 50% of the father. Where's his daddy at? So yeah, if they sometimes just let it go. But I understand the BC, we can do it to the females, but not to the women, not to the males. Oh no, no, no. We just can't let Cletus go. We can't let Cletus go. All right. Do you? So yeah. She called the cops on him, and not it's that bad, but they're not thinking the implications about your place of your residency. It could become you can be evicted. This right here could be reasons for the fact that he's there. Oh, and don't forget the fact, look, she can get evicted real quick. I hope the owner doesn't see the house for their sake and drugs found in the house too, and he's spamming it on her. The owner might go ahead and resolve the problem. Hi, how are you? Are you okay? Great. Start packing. You got 3 days. Start packing. You're going to be evicted. But wait, he ain't going to be here. They might find this. Find the video. Well, you said he's here off and on. Then they might start, oh, he's violent. And who the heck want to have a rental? Then you sit up here. He's already pushed her there. She got stitches. And he's threatening to unalive her. Who wants to have a property? Next thing you got the red tape. Oh no, gotta call hazmat. Might be a shooting. Who wants to deal with that nonsense? Anyway, let me know what you all think. This right here is her problem. This right here. Taking pushes and stitches and all. It might go from stitches to eviction. Why? This right here. If she didn't have him in there, this wouldn't have happened. And that's it. Dusty's bring drama, embarrassment, evictions, and trauma. The financial implications is too many of these fools in the Blackistan nation, and I'm out.